Today we're taking a look at Shiro from No Game No Life. This is the cat ear shirt renewal version in the Desktop Cute Figure line by Taito. No Game No Life follows genius gamer siblings who are summoned to a world where every conflict is decided by games instead of fighting. Their clever strategies and psychological battles give the story a playful but tense atmosphere. Shiro is the quiet half of the duo, a reserved prodigy who rarely shows strong emotion but sees through every pattern. This figure focuses on that calm presence, catching her in a relaxed moment that still hints at her sharp awareness. Today's highlights for this figure are the flowing pastel gradient hair, the relaxed room-wear outfit with layered textures, and the low cat-like kneeling pose with feline details. First, the pastel hair that spreads across the floor gives the whole sculpt a dreamy mood. It shifts from light blue near the head into soft pink and finally pale yellow at the semi-translucent tips, with separate strands that keep it from feeling blocky. Second, the relaxed outfit sells the idea of Shiro at home rather than in a battle scene. The oversized pink t-shirt, the visible inner top at the collar, and the clearly printed I Love Humanity style design on the chest all work together with gentle folds around the torso. Working with that, the thick textured sleeve or cast on one arm adds extra depth since its deep grid surface catches light differently from the smoother shirt. Third, the pose sits low to the ground in a very feline way. Both legs are folded under her while one hand supports her weight and the other is wrapped inside the sleeve, almost like a small beckoning gesture. The cat ears, soft tail, and bright crown on top finish that cat-like royalty feeling in a way that still suits her calm personality. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. Looking closely at the face, Shiro's expression is calm but clearly readable. Her eyes are wide open and directed toward the viewer, which creates a direct connection without feeling intense or aggressive. The small open mouth softens that gaze, as if she is quietly reacting to something just out of frame. Light blush on the cheeks adds warmth and keeps the face from looking too flat or mechanical. The printed design inside the eyes is one of the most intricate parts of the figure. You can see layered rings and diamond shapes in red and gold with a steady black pupil in the center. Those geometric patterns stay sharp around the curves of each eye, and there is no obvious misalignment when viewed from different angles. A glossy finish over the eyes helps these shapes catch the light, giving extra depth and a glassy feel without needing extra sculpted detail. Above the eyes, the eyebrows are thin and gently arched. That small curve supports the calm but slightly curious tone of her expression. Combined with the blush and the small open mouth, it makes her look thoughtful rather than blank or expressionless, which fits the character's quiet but observant nature. Her hairstyle contributes strongly to the overall impression. Soft bangs frame her face and partially overlap one eye, adding a sense of depth and layering at the front. A single small tuft of hair rises from the top of the head, giving a touch of playfulness without disrupting the calm mood. From there, the hair extends far behind her and spreads across the floor in multiple arcs. Instead of ending in one solid block, the strands split and separate as they reach the tips, so the hair looks lighter and more natural. The color work follows this sculpt nicely, with a light blue base that gradually shifts into pink before fading into pale yellow at the ends. Because the lower strands and tips use semi-translucent plastic, the gradient feels soft and airy, matching the relaxed pose instead of overpowering it. On the upper body, the figure leans into a simple room wear look with a few clear points of detail. The oversized pink t-shirt hangs loosely from the shoulders, and a separate inner top is visible at the collar, with a distinct edge that makes the layering easy to read. Small folds and tension lines around the chest and sides suggest soft fabric resting on the body instead of a rigid tube. On the front, you get a purple heart and yellow text arranged in an I Love Humanity style design. The print stays sharp over the curved surface and does not bleed into the surrounding pink. As the torso leans forward, the shirt follows that motion, so the fabric pulls a little more toward the front and breaks into gentle wrinkles near the seams. Each arm brings a different texture. One arm is wrapped in a thick covering that extends past the hand, with a deep grid pattern that catches light and looks like padded cloth or a heavy sleeve. The other arm is more relaxed, with the shirt sleeve bending naturally as the hand reaches down to the floor. That visible hand shows individually sculpted fingers resting in a calm, open pose. Sitting above everything, the gold crown with blue and green accents adds a bright metallic point that contrasts with the matte pastel hair and soft clothing. Moving down to the lower body, the pose keeps Shiro very close to the ground. Both legs are folded under her, with the shins resting against the surface so her weight is spread across several contact points. This low stance feels natural for a cat-themed pose and also helps the figure look stable. The oversized t-shirt falls high over the hips, and from certain angles you can see the white panties with light blue stripes beneath. The sculpt here follows gentle body curves rather than sharp angles, so the transition from fabric to skin looks smooth. Around the hips and waist, the shirt shows small waves where it meets the body, keeping the silhouette from becoming too straight. Her bare legs are sculpted with soft transitions at the knees and ankles. There is enough shaping to show the bend of the joints without pushing into strong muscle lines, which suits her youthful design. Both feet are bare, and each foot has individually indicated toes with a subtle arch along the top. The matte finish on the skin helps prevent harsh reflections and keeps the look consistent with the rest of the figure. The tail and hair help anchor the pose visually. The tail emerges from under the shirt, curves upward, and then arcs gently behind her with a soft, slightly fluffy surface. Where the tail passes under the hem, the shirt lifts and bends in a believable way, as if the fabric is really being pushed from inside. Behind her, the long hair spreads across the floor in several strands that frame the legs and fill the open space around the pose. Together, the folded legs, outstretched hair, and curved tail create a low, inviting posture that feels very cat-like and fits the character's quiet demeanor. This figure is approximately 13 centimeters tall. That's about 5.1 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Shiro, in the Desktop Cute Figure line by Taito, delivers a relaxed cat-themed take that still feels true to her character. The calm gaze, small open mouth, and gentle blush present her as thoughtful and quiet rather than overly energetic. Her long pastel hair, with a smooth gradient into semi-translucent tips, adds a soft, dreamy quality that matches the game-focused world she comes from. The outfit design supports that mood with simple but well-chosen details. The layered collar, the clearly printed I Love Humanity style graphic, and the deeply textured thick sleeve or cast all work together to sell the idea of comfortable room wear. Small touches, like the way the shirt lifts where the tail passes underneath, show that attention has been given to how fabric would behave in this pose. The metallic crown and the cat ears sit on top as playful accents that still feel consistent with Shiro's status and theme. The lower body and overall pose keep everything grounded. Folded legs, bare feet, and the flowing hair on the floor create a compact shape that looks relaxed rather than dynamic. The tail follows a gentle curve that adds movement without crowding the design. Because of that, fans of No Game No Life or of Shiro in particular will likely enjoy seeing this quieter side of her. With its pastel palette and casual styling, it should also appeal to collectors who like soft, cozy designs and cat-themed figures that feel more like a snapshot of daily life than a battle scene. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.